Hey again everybody, and welcome back to another Fly on the Wall 4K food review. Today we are checking out the newest release from Popeyes. It is their Five Nights at Freddy's collab. Specifically, I will be reviewing the Freddy Fazbear box today. They also have a deluxe variety which comes with a cupcake and a drink, but that's the only difference between the regular box. So I got the regular box. This runs $7.99 and it's going to come with 3 garlic Parmesan tenders and an order of cheesy bites. A side of marinara with those cheesy bites is also included. Let's check this out. I was disappointed to see that I didn't get the special branded box, but that's really not a big deal to me, but they didn't have that. Maybe it's so new that they don't even have the boxes yet, but I did not get one of those. Regardless, I have to say, as soon as I got the bag, the smell was popping, and I was honestly very hopeful that this was going to be tasting really good. Strong garlic notes and smelled cheesy overall. But yeah, it had a strong and honestly mouth-watering aroma. Visually, the first thing that jumped out to me was the fact that these tenders look like they are very unevenly seasoned. You can see that it's sort of a powdered popcorn-like seasoning, not really true garlic Parmesan like you might get at Wingstop, so that's a little bit of a letdown to me, but hopefully it's still popping with flavor. The aroma is very strong. So as we go in for a bite, I have to say I was very disappointed with the flavor. I tried to bite an area where there was much more seasoning, and it really doesn't have much of a taste. It's sort of got an essence of garlic. The Parmesan element is really non-existent in my opinion. It tastes like bland popcorn seasoning, to be quite honest. The tenders themselves do have some positive attributes that I would say are pretty consistent with some other Popeyes products. As is usually the case with a lot of Popeyes chicken, there's a very crispy exterior. The breading is nice, but it is a little inconsistent. You can see some bald spots on the chicken tenders we got. The chicken itself has a rubbery texture as I bite into it, which is disappointing. It's kind of fibrous and quite honestly not the best chicken tender I've ever had. I was a little disappointed because I've had really good chicken products from Popeyes, especially their chicken sandwich, and these tenders don't seem to be quite on that level, although the breading was nice. Now let's talk about those cheesy bites. These to me are actually the real deal. I'm not gonna lie, they are a grease ball. They are very, very greasy, but they have some good pop and flavor, a good garlic note that's not overbearing. It's honestly perfect. It's good tasting cheese. You can see these are pretty messy. The issue here is with the consistency. There were some pieces where it was only breading and the cheese was kind of exploding out of there, so quality control may be a concern and maybe learning how to make these without them totally exploding. However, the texture of them is generally really good. It's got an airiness to them, and they're cheese curd-like, but not like Culver's cheese curds, more so like homemade ones you would get at a pub, even though these are definitely mass-produced as well. These feel like they're actually made by hand. To me, it felt like these cheese bites stole the show. The tenders left a lot to be desired, both in the seasoning and in the overall quality of the chicken itself. Overall, that does sum up my thoughts on this. I think I would give this a 6.3 out of 10. Not something I personally would really seek out again, but at $7.99, it's not a ridiculous price for a sizable amount of the cheese bites and 3 filling tenders, honestly. I do wish the quality of those tenders was a little better, and I do have to say that seasoning left a lot to be desired, so I personally won't be seeking that out again. I think calling that garlic Parmesan is way too generous. There's nothing that resembles Parmesan at all, and it's more of like a essence of garlic that you might get in a very bland popcorn seasoning. You can see it's got that type of consistency to it as well. And they really needed to spread it more evenly throughout the tenders. I would say overall, the cheese bites are definitely worth a try. The tenders are hit or miss. I would say you wouldn't miss anything life-changing if you didn't try them. But if you want to find out for yourself, it won't be an absolutely ridiculous amount to spend to give them a try to get this little combo without the cupcake for $7.99. Let me know in the comments if you've tried the Five Nights at Freddy's box. I look forward to chatting in those comments as always, and I'll see y'all in the very next video. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Peace.